Hello, Happy New Year, and welcome to the Mosaic quarterly webinar series. We are so excited today to be talking to you about something that in the past 12 years, we've really been able to leverage at a high level for our UKG clients, and that is HR outsourcing. And today we are super excited to have one of our subject matter experts on that is going to be able to lay out for you exactly why you would want to leverage Mosaic in your HR outsourcing needs. So Kat, over to you.
Thank you so much, Jeff. I appreciate it. So my name is Kat Halfman. I am a Premier Services leader here at Mosaic. I've been with Mosaic for a little over 2.5 years, and it has been such a fun journey to watch this area of our business grow, expand, and develop. So really, really excited to be able to talk with you today about some of our HRO offerings. So what you are going to learn here today is we are going to talk about, of course, the HR outsourcing services that we provide, what we can bring to your organization, and how we can partner with your HR team, which is something that we are very passionate about, partnering with you all where you are at, meet you there, and help bring you to where you need and want to be. So what is HRO? We offer a human resource partner, a trusted partner with HR industry knowledge. Our HRO consultants have UKG product certification in the system, and we're here to assist with everyday administrative tasks that may be pushed to the side at the end of a long HR day. We want to be a true extension of your HR team. We are invested in the growth and success of your organization and your HR team. When we see things going in the right direction or closing out a big project, we get excited for you and your HR team. We also offer a human resource professional who has years of experience in various industries, from big box retailer to marketing, all of the things, dedicated to partner with you and your organization's HR needs. And through the big and small wins, we really want to partner with you and be that extension of your team. So you may be thinking, what is the right time to add a Mosaic HRO consultant? And really, perhaps a key member of your HR team has left the organization and you're left wondering, what are we going to do? Where are we going to go from here? And you need some extra assistance to take care of the day-to-day HR responsibilities. Or perhaps you're experiencing an unexpected leave of absence of one of your key team members that you relied on. Perhaps you don't know what their day-to-day is like or what they do on a regular, annual, or quarterly basis. And you're not able to absorb some of that work. We want to be there to help with some of those HR tasks. We love to hear about growth. It's super exciting for the organization when growth comes about. Maybe you're planning for a new merger or an acquisition, and you're anticipating this big growth, whether it be adding 200 or thousands of additional employees to your small organization. We can be there to help manage that. Or perhaps you've had an HR opening within your organization. It's been open for quite some time. You've interviewed some candidates, but it hasn't been going in the direction that you want it to. And you're trying to find that qualified HR talent. We can be there to help assist and fill in the gap. And also, additionally, when you do find that key person to join your team, we can be there to help with the transition from coming from an HR outsourcing to then going over to that new key team member and planning through what that transition looks like. We do have a wide variety of service offerings. You can see here that these key areas may be something that you are working on this year as an initiative, or it's something that you would like to get to in the next few years. We have all different kinds of levels of HR offerings, including HR operations. It might be employee personnel changes, job and compensation changes, or really just helping to manage all of the data. We also offer benefits administration, so things like processing life events in the system or open enrollment planning and discussion around when key dates may need to happen or what that rollout looks like. And we can also help with vendor management. So perhaps you manage manually different vendors for medical, dental, vision, all of the things. We can help with managing those enrollments and those different life events that may happen for your employees. We can also assist with compensation. It may be merit planning. Maybe you have it 2 times a year where there are merit increases. We can help to manage those changes. And also salary surveys, perhaps looking at your different compensation packages and looking at those salaries within the system that are associated with different jobs that you have within the organization. We can also assist with file management. So perhaps you have different files that are coming in and out of the system, and you're not quite sure, what to do with them or where they need to go or when they need to change. We can also assist with learning and development, assist with the annual learning and planning and coordination of all of those things that come along with learning. Course assignments. So perhaps you have various locations that need different course assignments. We can help to plan with you and to figure out where and who needs to get those courses and the due dates also associated with them. We can also assist with the employee communication. So what does the rollout look like to communicate to employees that they have an assignment due? Where is it located? And we can help think through all of those different things that come with learning and development. We can also assist with talent acquisition, things like job marketing, requisition management, when maybe a requisition needs to be refreshed in the system, or perhaps recommend some different target audiences or platforms that may be of use to you and your organization. And also helping to manage the job postings. Perhaps be an extra set of eyes to some of your job requisitions and to be able to really look at those and analyze them and figure out what changes need to be made within those job postings. We can also assist with onboarding. We can assist with the processing of new hires, whether it be one employee or 500. We can really look at what does the process of your new hires look like and how can we manage those. We can also assist with I-9 verifications, being able to be that extra set of eyes to review documents and also look at the forms that are being submitted. And we can also assist with the employee verifications. If you receive an influx of employee verifications, whether it be for past terminated employees or current employees who are looking to buy their first home and the bank is looking for employment verification, we can assist with completing those forms and making sure that they are sent securely to the right folks that are requesting them. We can also assist with the employee relations portion of it. The annual things like the EEO-1 reporting and ACA reporting, which is actually happening right now that we are assisting our clients with, is that ACA reporting portion. And we can also assist with looking at your policies, handbooks, and really developing them and really looking at what the current state is and where we can go. We also have an extension of HR strategy. And what does that really look like? We have strategists within the organization that we currently offer strategic assessments. And so, really branching out into the HR portion of it and really looking at assessing what the current state of your organization is within HR and where you want to go. We love to partner with our clients to meet you where you are today, right? And assess the current state of your HR, whether it be you may only have a few individuals within your HR organization, or maybe it's very robust and you have multi-level layers of benefits, employee relations, learning and development, all of the things. And how do we do this? We really identify any gaps that you may have, and these are things that we work on together with our clients to say, what are your gaps or areas that you feel that you need to work on, and we can provide recommendations, that guidance, to really be a partner with you. And then really to look at the execution of how we do that. How are we going to help you get to what your goals may be? It could be through auditing some of your data in the system. Perhaps you want to be a best place to work. Whatever those goals for your organization may be, we can assist with providing assessments and strategic guidance to be able to get you to where you want to be as an organization. So we have a really a fun client testimonial to share with you all today. So Mosaic recently assisted a client of ours with an audit. And so this audit was actually attempted previously by our client, and they weren't able to complete it for various reasons. People had left the organization, it had got lost in the process, or there wasn't a clear plan in place. And so we were able to assist our client with the scope of it was really 700 non-compete agreements for their employees, and this spanned into different countries and in the United States. And so there were 700 non-compete agreements up for audit, and our HRO team assisted with 99 of those. And so really what we had done was we were a part of the conversation of what this project plan was, what the client was needing to do and to accomplish. And the why behind it was they were overpaying in some cases for bonuses, or maybe the non-compete agreement was a different version of a document, right? And so there wasn't a standardization. And so that was really what they were looking to get to, was a standardization and an audit to be able to show that they had reviewed all of the data. And so this was a very extensive project, reviewing 99 different employee forms. And some of those forms were in several different areas, both inside UKG system and outside of the system. So perhaps it was saved in a folder here for one employee and saved in another area for another employee. And so you can see how something like this can get really complex and require a lot of digging. But we were able to identify those different non-compete agreements for those 99 employees, and to be able to provide a trail of that audit to say, okay, these are where they exist, and this is the file. We did complete this in a 30-day turnaround. And so we were really a part of this large project for this HR team that was really important to them. And it was really a level of teamwork and effort that needed to get this done when they hadn't been successful in the past. So definitely really, really exciting stuff that we have assisted with recently that I wanted to share with you all today. We do also have some client success stories that I wanted to share with you that have been so rewarding to be a part of. And we again we work with different clients in various industries with different employee counts, whether it be under 1,000 or over 1,000. But a few that I wanted to share with you today are our first one being in the industry of finance with about 200 employees or so. And so through an audit, we were able to discover that the client was actually overpaying for premiums for some of their ancillary benefits. And this was discovered through an HRO audit. And one of our core values is doing the right thing. And with our HRO services, that is something that we think of and keep in the forefront of our mind day in and day out. What does doing the right thing look like? And for this client, what it looked like was we had come across through auditing that they were overpaying for some of their premiums, which, of course, as you know, is going to cut into the bottom line of the organization. And so this was something that we had brought to our client's HR team to say, hey, we are noticing that you may be overpaying for some of these areas, and alerting them when something like this happens. So what we were able to do is we were able to correct the premiums that were showing in the system, and to be able to provide some information, some data to say this is what the scope of it was, this is how many employees were impacted, and really partner with them to have a conversation to say, how can we prevent this in the future, and how can we set you up for success? And we are with them side by side through those difficult conversations. We don't give them the information and walk away. We truly partner with our clients to be able to say, how can we help? And so this instance, we had saved the company from spending thousands of dollars overpaying on premiums. So really, really cool story there. And for client number two, they are in the legal sector industry. And so they have roughly about 300 employees. And they experienced a gap in their talent and in their team. And we supported their HRIS and their core HR team in everyday tasks until they found the right individual. And so really depending on the area of the country that you're in, you may have a position that has been open for quite some time because you haven't been able to find the right talent for your team, or an individual that meets the core values of you and your team and your organization. That's a right fit. And so we were able to help them through that period of time where they weren't able to find a qualified candidate, and they also were waiting for the right person to come along that checked all those boxes. And so they relied on us heavily to be that support, to be that extension of their HR team. And what was really cool about this client is that even after the candidate was hired, we were able to stay on with them to assist them for an additional 6 months. They really valued our partnership and wanted us to be a part of their initiatives, that they said, hey, we still need you, which is always a really, really good feeling. But also through this, we were able to complete knowledge transfers. So as we work with our clients and as we build those relationships, we start to see things, and we start to have a deep understanding of of the system, but also those different tangible things like the relationships that we build and an understanding of who the key players are and what they bring to the team and how they communicate, all of those things. And so we were able to help successfully onboard that new HRES individual for our client and really partner with them to make sure that they got the hang of things. They understood the team and how we partner with them. And for this client, that story is one that we've seen numerous times in HRO, is really that we've been able to help onboard or transition successfully. So just a couple really great stories that are near and dear to our HRO team that we wanted to share with you all today. All right. And we do definitely have some time for questions from those of you that are watching. So if there are any questions about any of the services that I touched on or talked about, please feel free to put them in the chat. Let us know what you're thinking or what questions you may all have. So open floor for questions at this time.
Yeah, great job, Kat. And I think one of the things of those of you that are watching this today and you found the impact for this, obviously that's our main focus, is to make sure that we can put information out there where if you have aspects of your business where you're wondering maybe how you could leverage and bring in a partner, we can address that for you to kind of give you a trigger, so to say. So I guess the biggest thing that I would ask here, Kat, in watching this is, why don't you talk a little bit about proactive versus reactive and the impact of maybe somebody watching this today and doing an overview of their organization, considering this is the beginning of the year, everybody's trying to focus on their goals. Hopefully we're focusing on them in the fourth quarter, but if they're focusing on them right now, everybody's digging out of the snowstorm, they're coming back into the office. What are like some of the key areas that you should talk through? Okay, so Melissa, thank you, Melissa, decided to ask a question. Says, you talk through a lot of service offerings. Is there a comprehensive list of things or a detailed overview we can receive? Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, Kat, if you can throw that in the chat right now, that would be great. Melissa, if you can also put your email address there in the chat, we'll be more than happy to get that out to you as well. Also want to offer to you that our organization does a no obligation 15-minute consultation. So if there's an individual question you have about your organization that we can potentially address, we'd be more than happy to assist you with that. Very cool. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
So proactive versus reactive. Let's focus on that real quick.
Yeah, absolutely. So when I talked a little bit about when may be the right time to bring us in, that proactive approach is going to be, okay, we've gotten from our leadership that we are looking to grow and expand, and we have an acquisition coming up. If that's slated for 2025 or the end of 2024, we have this opportunity at the beginning of the year for you to bring us to those conversations to say and plan out really what that looks like and what areas of your organization may be impacted, both inside the system of UKG and outside. And so, that's really kind of the proactive approach. When I talked a little bit about strategy, that is also another very proactive approach that we can take, is really providing working sessions and assessments of where your gaps may be, what the current state is, and working with your team to really figure out what that is, and then come out of that with some clear goals, next steps to where you can go. So that would definitely be the proactive approach. If we're talking about reactive, right, we have things that happen within HR and in our organization that are just so unpreventable, and unforeseen, like someone going out on leave or leaving the organization unexpectedly. We offer we offer services on a monthly basis that our consultants can really partner with you and take a look at different areas of the systems. But really, there's no wrong time to kind of start the conversation to prevent some of those reactive situations.
Yeah, I love that. So for those of you that are watching this right now, just what are some things that are on your mind? Because what we always try to do here at Mosaic is we want to be, in the voice of the client, right? So everybody has their own, unique circumstances and challenges. A lot of times they may come post implementation. So what are a couple of different areas where you would like to see us focus on, maybe provide some insight for your business? Please let us know those so we can implement those. Got another question here from HR Leader. Love that. Love that. Does Mosaic offer a fully outsourced model? If we want to outsource your full system and payroll processing function, do you offer that level of service? Take it, Kat.
Yeah, so that's a great question. We don't offer like a fully outsourced model where we still have the model of the partnership aspect, and so we don't offer where like your employees we're your first line of communication or for the HRO, but for payroll processing function, we do have several services there where we can process your payroll start to finish. But that's definitely something that, HR Leader, which I also love that name, we can definitely reach out to us, let us know, put your email in the chat if you want. I'm going to put some information about our HR outsourcing on our website, but we definitely want to have a conversation with you to figure out what your needs might be. But we do definitely offer payroll processing start to finish. So hopefully that answers your question, but would love to be able to chat with you more.
And I'll put a little bit more color on that for you as well, and how I like to think into things. You're asking the question right now, what do we do in regards to payroll processing? We actually have one of the biggest managed payroll divisions in the ecosystem of UKG. We have, I believe now, over 75 accounts that we do manage their payroll. So that is something that we could give you some guidance on and potentially help you with that. So I guess my question for you, HR Leader, is what is that one, item right now inside of your organization that has you thinking into potentially outsourcing your payroll? Where are you running into a wall? What are your roadblocks? So if you'd like to throw that in there, I can have Kat maybe address that a little bit more specifically. We have 2 more minutes left before we sign off for this session. So again, we appreciate all the questions. Definitely helps us. Kat, you did a fantastic job. So again, as we get ready to sign off here, any other subjects that you would like for us to touch on potentially in the next few webinars that we have? If you want to go ahead and drop that in the chat, you can. If you're watching this on replay, you can also still put that in the chat. So we'd love to hear some thoughts from you. So we're going to give it another 2 minutes here, Kat, and then we're going to sign off for the day. So do you have any other words of wisdom here for anybody watching this that you can throw out there that you think might help the audience, Kat?
Sure. So my background is in human resources. And so when I think about our HRO services that we offer, I think about the times when I was sitting at my desk and I had 10 voicemails and 50 emails unread and all of those things.
Second. Sorry to pause you.
Yeah.
Our friend, HR Leader. We love HR Leader. Thank you for answering the question. We're going to try to get you some value here. I'd effectively be looking to outsource the entire system payroll process. I'll be in touch if you post an email contact. Okay, fantastic. So
Awesome.
We're going to go ahead and put something up there so we can get somebody to be able to assist you here. 1 second.
Absolutely. Love that.
Kat, do me a favor. Go ahead and put your email in there. They'll ping you and then ping one of our client engagement folks to be able to help. Again, HR Leader, really appreciate your engagement on this. It really makes a world of difference. And there's an email there, Kat's email. So you can email Kat directly, and she'd be more than happy to put you in touch with one of our client advisors that can be able to walk you through that. So fantastic. So anyway, thank you very much for attending our quarterly webinar. Hopefully you found value. I know a few of you did, and we appreciate your engagement. We look forward to seeing you very soon with another action-packed episode of the Mosaic webinar series. Hope everybody has a great day and stay warm wherever you are. Bye-bye.
Bye.